We're a little bit behind the times on this one compared to the other towns on the Cape. 9 of the 15 towns on Cape Cod allow these stores without any sort of issue. It's also allowed on both Nantucket and Martha's Vineyard. Within the last year, the towns of Bourne, Brewster, and Sandwich all reversed their bans on this, and I believe they're all by citizen petition like this. So to show you the kind of money we're talking about, Mashpee collected $350,000 last year in excise taxes alone. And think about that. That's on a recurring basis every year. So, we're at a time where we need to be trying to get as much, diverse sources of tax revenue as possible. We're facing unprecedented capital needs in this town. And the fact that, there's no other options in the Mid-Cape area presents a lot of additional revenue potential. I think, I can confidently say, the town of Dennis could see upwards of, maybe $500,000. That's just kind of a guess looking at how other towns do. And something I want to underscore is that this petition will have no impact on product demand or usage, but rather seeks to regulate and tax the supply. I think that's an important point. So we're not talking about more marijuana being smoked in town. We're just talking about it being bought from a legal and taxable entity. Think back to, was it a better scenario in the 1920s when we prohibited alcohol and, basically the mafia took over that? No, it's better to have modern day liquor stores that regulate it and tax it and make sure people of proper age are buying. And, with the no proven negative community impacts, we're talking about free tax revenue that we're not taking advantage of. It's a missed opportunity. We have over a $200 million sewering project that we have to implement in this town. And I don't know about you, but I don't want my property taxes to be, constantly looked at as a source to fund the additional costs that will undoubtedly come up. So I ask for your support tonight. I consider this a common sense approach to something the town could benefit from that will improve the town. That will have no negative impacts, and I look forward to the discussion. Thank you.
KP Law, our town's legal team, has reservations about how this article was written, as do myself and a majority of the board. I do not support this article. And the way it's written, it would require a ballot question. And if this is something that our citizens truly want, then it would be better for the town to bring it forward with our legal team. But again, I do not support this article, neither does a majority of the board. Thank you.
I truly believe that many citizens in the community look to the Select Board, the Planning Board, and the Finance Committee for their knowledge and their recommendations. All 3 of your committees in town, the Planning Board, the Select Board, and the Finance Committee, are not recommending this article. Thank you.
I'm not sure why our town boards are not recommending this. As the presentation said, Brewster, Orleans, and a couple of other towns repealed their ban. They are reaping the benefits. They're also creating jobs, good-paying jobs. Despite whatever your opinion might be about this, there are health benefits that many people in this town need to benefit from, and they don't want to have to drive to Brewster or Orleans and the rest of the Outer Cape. We are missing out on a huge benefit, not only financially for our taxes, but for the residents so that we don't have to go as far away as other people have to go. I support this. Again, I don't know why these boards are not supporting it. They're here to help us get revenue, to keep our tax rate low. Thank you.
When I want to buy a bottle of wine, I go to Ring Brothers or Northside Liquors. I would like to do the same when I purchase my cannabis. I'd like to support local businesses, but instead I go to Brewster or to Eastham. And I do not understand why we would not give voters the option to weigh in on this.
There's been a case here that's been made for an increase in revenue with no apparent side effects or impacts to the community. The Select Board has an opinion and a position, but that hasn't really been shared. So even though I appreciate your position, unless you make the case for the alternative, it's difficult to vote in your direction. So is somebody willing to make the case for why this is inappropriate? Just to say we voted against it doesn't contribute to me having a different opinion than I have. I'm looking for the alternative argument that's logical. Thank you.
Further discussion? No. Now keep it up and we'll handle it another way. We do not allow applause at town meeting. Those in favor of the petitioner's motion will indicate by raising your right hand, showing your voter tag. Those opposed will indicate by raising your right hand, showing your voter tag. There were 130 in favor, 98 opposed. The requisite 2/3 is not met. Therefore, the article is defeated.